Hello, my name is Jorge Torres. I'm president of Interlink Trade Services. We're a U.S. custom broker firm in FAR, McAllen, and the Rio Grande Valley.
And Jorge, you've had a very important role today. We should tell the viewers that we're in South FAR at a community centre, and the FAR Bridge Board has hosted the Industrial Warehouse Summit, and you've been the MC. I've got to say, this is so well attended.
Yes, actually, this is the first time this is done, and this is also something that is needed in our region because, as you're aware, from prior meetings and interviews, we have a real need of warehouse developments in the area. It's regardless of COVID and the pandemic and supply chain disruptions, now more than ever with nearshoring, we do see a major growth in the investment in Mexico from foreign companies, mainly from China, and also our corridor for produce as well is becoming very important. So those needs will require additional warehouse space. And like one of the speakers mentioned today, there's only about 3% available out of the total space that we currently have built in the area. So we need more space.
Why do you think we've been caught flat-footed? You know, and we weren't ready, we weren't expecting this demand?
Well, it's a lot of factors. A lot of the investments were put on hold because of COVID. And then, fortunately, once things started flowing again, we got into the recession and interest rates started increasing. Construction costs have increased too. And there's some supply chains, although not delays, not a major impact anymore, but mainly the cost of construction and land also has increased. So that's kind of putting a little bit of a hurdle in the new investments, but so that delayed some of the projects. But now we're seeing that move forward, even with the current interest rates and the current cost structures. There's no other way that companies will have to pay more per square foot, but regardless of that, the space will start to be built and it's going to be absorbed. So.
Is this lack of warehousing space an Upper Valley problem or Upper Valley and Lower Valley?
It's a nationwide problem, pretty much. It has accentuated here in our region because of the delay and the lack of developments. But overall, it's a nationwide situation that we have. So.
And as well as MC today, you also gave a PowerPoint presentation, and the main focus was nearshoring. Tell us what's happening in that regard.
Yes, that presentation was given at the beginning to steer the rest of the people that we're going to talk that we're going to give presentation, because that's what's triggering a lot of the needs for investments in warehousing. Nearshoring is the relocate or the moving of companies, foreign companies, into a region, mainly Mexico, to be close to their biggest customer, which is the United States, because of the supply chain issues that we had, the COVID. Companies are rethinking how they do business, and they want to be near to their customers, and customers want their suppliers to be near to them so that there's no delays in supply chain.
It seems to me, as just an observer in all of this, that the FAR Bridge Board and yourself hit a home run, because in one room you had a big attendance, but in one room you had landowners, developers, realtors, bankers. Everyone seemed to be under one roof, and the discussions have started.
Yes, that's why this first event was very successful. We were able to put the team, a good team together, because again, the land developers, the construction companies, the bankers, the attorneys, everyone that is needed to be successful in a warehouse development was put here. So we try to put this to anyone that wants to invest in a silver platter, so that they can expedite the process and make it sooner than later. So, yeah.
I know you've got to run, Jorge, to your next event, but is there anything else that you want to tell the viewers?
Yes, well, again, like you mentioned, this event was very well attended. The panelists were great, and we're going to see more of these events in the near future. But rest assured that we want to invest in our region for our growth and the future generations. So hopefully this will be the start of something bigger. So
Thank you so much for today's interview.
okay, thank you, Steve.